spreading my wings, I'm letting go. I go higher, higher. My feet are lifting off the floor. I feel lighter, lighter. I'm hooked on this feeling and I'm wanting some more. I can't get enough, got a craving for more. Give me all of that, give me what you got. I can't stop, I can't stop. I keep going up, I'm climbing to the top. I'm high on the feeling, oh yeah, yeah. And I'm not going down, 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 down. I'm high on the feeling, oh yeah, yeah. And I'm not going down, 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 down. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. 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 Oh, I was born to go and fly, to fly higher, higher, like a bird up in the sky, on a wire, wire. I'm hooked on this feeling and I'm wanting some more. I can't get enough, got a craving for more. Give me all of that, give me what you got. I can't stop, I can't stop. I keep going up, I'm climbing to the top. I'm high on the feeling, oh yeah, yeah. And I'm not going down, 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 down. I'm high on the feeling, oh yeah, yeah. And I'm not going down, 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 down. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 I want it, I love it, I gotta have it. Reader
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is good to see you today.
Good morning.
Welcome to TNT. Today, that stands for this and that. If you've been wondering what does TNT stand for, now you know. And it's an and. T and T.
Oh,
Yeah. All right.
because down there. It says
Oh, TNT.
TNT.
Well, I don't know. I
didn't-
guess we have some branding problems, ladies and gentlemen. We'll work on that one, says Mike.
I think this and that, but then TNT when you.
Yeah, I have no idea. Let's not get lost in minutia. We'll be live here on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
What?
Shauna, go ahead with roll call, please.
Roll call. Who's here? I see Stacy and Nilsa, and I'm not going to go through.
Nice job. That's amazing. I like that.
New people.
Thank you
we
very
need to
much
know who you
for
are.
Romper Room.
Let us know. Chat in.
And then we have only 2 topics today. So we are first going over topic number 1 is going to be Shana Acquisto. That's her, luxury real estate broker, in the news on Channel 11. Let's take a look and discuss. Then we have a celebrity home tour. Faith Hill and Tim McGraw on their private island.
I wonder if they'll invite us to come.
Probably.
Come
Well, I
stay a
already,
couple days.
we have the invite already. I think we're staying in one of the yurts. So we got relegated to a yurt. But so be it. I think we'll be fine in that.
I would stay in the
Nonetheless.
boat, the sea boat.
Very good. So this is episode 575. 575.
575.
Yes, it is. And I think we're ready to go.
All right.
Shauna, hit the bell. That's real estate broker Shana Acquisto, and she was recently on Channel 11 News. We're going to go ahead and review that bad boy with you and talk a little bit more with her. So we're going to go over like, hey, what was that all about? Did you enjoy it? How'd you get called? Why were you on the news? Were you nervous? Like, did some of this experience here on TNT prepare you for that? I'm excited to find out. Let's go
Okay.
ahead and share the link and split the screen and ask Omkar, can we see that? So we're going to go ahead and play this. We'll turn the volume so you guys can each hear it. And off we go. let's see, maybe we got some muted action. Can you hear that, everybody? I think, Omkar, we need to unclick that box down here.
This is the best part.
And let's restart.
Your experience isn't too much different than this.
Texas real estate market, you know that finding a house and getting in that winning bid, it's not easy. Ken Molestina spoke to a real estate agent who has some tips she thinks could help you compete. It's in today's Once for Real Estate.
Hey, let's put them right here. Come on.
Chances are, if you're a hopeful home buyer in North Texas, your experience isn't too much different than the Cecils.
Finding a house to buy that's not a new build was almost impossible in our price range, and we couldn't compete with the people who were giving cash and waiving appraisals.
For this growing family, that meant looking beyond the urban areas that they were originally focused on. In their case, it was out in Aubrey, and therein lies one of the first tips realtors are offering clients.
This is actually a chance to get in on the ground level at some of these other smaller communities.
Realtor Shana Acquisto says the historic demand for homes and shrinking inventory has forced realtors to get creative.
Reaching out on Nextdoor and social media sites, asking people if you're interested in selling.
And sometimes realtors say they simply just walk the streets, knocking on neighbors' doors, asking how much it'll take to get them to move out.
And maybe it works out, that we can come in and help them out, and they help our buyers out.
So you find a home, what next? You'll probably get into a multiple offer situation. Acquisto says this is not the time to have contingencies. She says you have to get rid of them and find a lender that can close your deal fast. Here's another tip. Submit the same offer twice.
Find out what the deadline is, and we put the offer in immediately, but then we resubmit it at the end, because I think sometimes with so many, they could get lost in the shuffle.
If you go into an open house and you like it, she says, you can also simply just leave an offer in an envelope on the table. Also, she says, they're seeing a lot of top offers fall through. So her advice is to seriously consider going into backup, even if a home is already contingent.
Because that way they're in there, and that way if the deal falls apart, they automatically slide into first position.
The Cecils landed their next home, and now they have some honest insight for anyone wanting to give it a go in this challenging market.
It was a lot of stress. It was a lot of nights of having a lot of conversations about it.
I'm Ken Molestina, the Ones for Real Estate.
If you have a story idea, send Ken an email at onesforrealestate.
Well, there you go. Thank
There you
Shana.
go. A couple of those things I was kind of talking off record with him, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Until I start getting phone calls. But you know, I'm a big fan of the backup offer, and it's proven to be successful. And you know, I think we're all doing what it takes. I know several of you have gone in and done Nextdoor and social media. I think someone has even done letters to neighbors. So, you know, we're doing what it takes, and I'm proud of all of you because, you know, we're able to get our sweet buyers. This is a family that we met years ago. They rented a home, and they were just, you know, the Kira Cecil was just getting out of school, and you know, they wanted to rent, and then they got married, then they bought their first home, which was this one, and now they're selling and they're building. So
Nice.
they are the cutest little family. I love them. They're like our kids.
No, super nice people.
Yeah.
And it's good to be able to do that.
Yeah. So
Very impressive. So thank you for participating.
Yes.
Was it easier to do since you've had so much experience kind of doing some...
it was, I guess. It was easier. But anytime you see yourself on TV, it's like horrifying.
Well, I thought you were amazing. So thank you very much for representing.
It was raining, and it was great.
How was your hair that day?
It was bad.
It was a bad
Everything
hair
was
day.
bad that
Oh,
day.
my word.
But it's okay.
Can you imagine?
know, just getting the message out. Backup offers.
Very good. Are you going to be on again?
Yes.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Shana. Congratulations. Let's move on. Celebrity home tour time. let's take a
No,
look
it's not
at
ours.
Faith Hill and Tim McGraw and their private island.
I thought that was
Is
funny.
this something that you guys have, you know, kind of been wondering about? Like, how do these people do things, right? Like, what's going on? Can we take a look at what it would look like to have a private island?
Just imagine.
Yes, imagine.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and split the screen. And we're going to play this one without volume, okay? And we're going to kind of talk while they do this.
Oh.
I have no idea why
All
I
right.
thought this would be
We
a
could
great
be
idea.
celebrity
But we're
home
going to go
tour
ahead and
hosts.
hit
I
play.
like this. Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm ready.
this is a private island that this
That could be
gentleman's
you.
talking about. Yeah, that would be cool. And so what he's talking about is how this is really close to Miami, how this is in an island range, right? That's just that's part of the Bahamas. There's 365 islands right in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of them that they purchased a decade ago.
But look at this. It's like
Yeah.
1.3 acres of waterfront, they said.
Yeah.
2 beaches, seaplane. Look at that. Whoa.
Yeah. So that's their private island. And they took and bought it 10 years ago. And it took them that long to kind of complete it. They have a full staff that's on
so
site.
pretty.
When they initially bought it, there was nothing there, right? It was all desolate, and they had to bring in everything. So there's no power, there's no water, there's no drinkable water, potable water. I don't know why they call it that. Potable. There's no water there that you can drink.
Right.
Regardless.
Right.
Okay.
But it took them 9 years to kind of make this property the way it is today. There was not one palm tree on this island. They brought 500 palm trees in from Miami.
Yeah.
That's insane. Because we all know about the palm trees.
It definitely
And they're
is.
expensive.
So he also goes on to say that there's a couple of reasons why this area is a very good area. Number one, it's the location and proximity to the United States, so it's close, right? They did rename the island, so he's going over the name of the island here. The second thing
That's a
is the
French-
sand. It
French name
is.
for
Islands,
little angels.
Islands of the Angels? or
Islands
something?
of the Angels, yeah.
Then the second thing that's important about it is the sand. So the sand doesn't get warm, so it always stays cool, which is interesting. They're taking a tour kind of through here, right? Yeah, it's
I
just
don't know.
really impressive.
Let's all put our money together and maybe we can go buy an island and
$35
start
million
developing an island.
is the number. I don't know. It seems really cool. So they brought in their own generator, power, internet. There was no
Trash.
internet.
Like
Yeah.
a smokeless trash incinerator, they said. That was really interesting.
And then they have staff that's on the island. They didn't mention if it's full-time or
That's my
anything,
favorite.
right? Yeah, that is pretty cool. But the staff has their own place that they are on the island. So that's really cool. And it's just really interesting, right?
It
So
is.
this is one of the things that can happen. So if you have a client right now that you're like, would they like their own private island? Now, it doesn't have to be exactly this. Maybe you're a person that's like really into development, right? And you think like, hey, it would
And you
be
didn't
cool to
even know
develop
it.
things. I know, you didn't even know that, right? And all of a sudden you're like, wow,
We're going to start bringing you guys
Let's
out
add
of your
value.
comfort zone. So be ready.
yes.
Yeah.
Look at that. So that's an outdoor shower, which is kind of cool. But like if you're on a private island, no big deal.
This is so pretty. But man, can you all imagine having your kids there? Because everything is white.
They also had their own,
I like this kitchen.
they had their own hospital that they put there for medical
Yes,
care.
they do. I like this kitchen.
Brought in phone, internet. What do you think about the lookout space here that he goes over next?
I don't know. Amy, what do you think the laundry room looks like?
Ooh, that's a good question. But so look up top, right?
Let's
They
see.
have the 365 panorama view.
that's beautiful.
Looking out. They said that the water is so blue that you can see it from space.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't
that
hear
the blueness in the water stands out.
3 waterfront villas.
Right?
Maybe we can go stay there. I think we need a company trip to check this thing out.
I don't know. Seems interesting. If you can get internet there,
You can.
you can. And if you get the power there and you do your own stuff and you have a generator and you're into boats and these are the
What are
yurts. Those are yurts.
No, were those jet skis?
Oh, probably.
These
I'm sure
are
they have all
cool.
types of stuff.
I would be perfectly happy in
I think
the
this
yurt.
is, when Tim and I were talking, I think he said we were staying in the smaller of the 2 yurts. I don't even know why he would tell us a small
Did you
yurt.
say Tim?
Tim.
You talked to Tim McGraw?
Yeah, when we were talking about that.
Well, Faith told me that,
Yeah.
you know, I could use.
I really like how you
Whip some
kind of
stuff
thought, like,
up
oh
in the
yeah, Mike
kitchen.
probably was talking to Tim McGraw. I just
Well,
said like his first name. It was like
we
good enough.
We were with a client one day and they were talking to Tom Brady.
On
Remember
the
that?
phone, yeah. The guy
We're
was like,
like-
hey, and it was like, wait, like, yeah, he's like, no, TB12, like I'm
And
talking
we're
to him
not
right now.
cool. Like, I get super starstruck and, you know, like a little kid in a candy shop sometimes. So, like, what?
You're like, I'm like, that's a common name, but like, I also definitely know that name, right? I'm like,
So I
is
didn't
it
know.
the
Did you
Tom
talk to-
Brady?
talk
He's
to-
like, yeah, TB12, we're in this charity type
When
thing
we were at
together,
dinner with
raising
Tim
money.
and Faith,
It's like,
they
wow,
just
all right.
talking
So
about their
$35 million.
little shack on the island.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's special, it's impressive, and this video is coming to an end. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope you're inspired. Just think outside the
Inspires me.
box. Let's go back. We're going to chat that link in so you guys all see it, right? And you can watch it later. You can look at it. You can share this.
Share it.
Right? Go ahead and
Yeah.
share all you want. But let's sell some of this.
Let's do it.
Change your perspective. She's excited to move on. Hit it again.
Real estate word of the day.
Real estate word of the day. Today is local real estate celebrity.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and read this for you. And so our objective here is to define it, use it in a sentence, and then we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
So a local real estate celebrity is one who has mastered the fine art of real estate brokerage and is often revered by others. They will occasionally appear on television, maybe Channel 11 in general,
Mike,
and they
come on,
often have a brokerage or a website that's named after them. Interesting. They're looked up to others in the industry, and they only sponsor the industry's best agents. That's you guys, right? They may host their own real estate daily talk show with their husband. That's odd, right? They are definitively a member of multiple high-connected real estate networks. They often selflessly give of themselves and they, in high-stress volunteer positions that direct the local real estate market for decades to come.
You're embarrassing me.
Well, so it goes. They're called upon often by others in the industry to discuss contracts, property values, trends, and what they should do now questions. They are given great opportunities to expand their business in new directions that's beneficial to those who work with them. They are often well-versed in the topics of anything real estate, and they have badass listings. Example was also given of Shana Acquisto and badasslucasranch.com. So there we go. We defined it.
Does it also say she's a sap?
Well, yeah, it may be. May. So that now we defined it, and to use it in a sentence, I would say luxury real estate broker Shana Acquisto is definitely a local real estate celebrity. Congratulations.
Well, at least in this office.
Yeah. Around these parts, yeah. So, thank you. Congratulations. Anything to say? Oh, you're done.
Choke you.
Well, that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. We discussed only 2 topics. We got Shauna to cry, so that was kind of cool. And off we went. So we watched a lot of
Doesn't
TV
take
today on this and that.
Yeah.
And so we learned all about Shauna on the news, right, with our local real estate celebrity. And then we saw Faith Hill and Tim McGraw's Place. But just think differently. It doesn't have to be the same.
So the challenge, because we've been doing daily challenges, is if you could get us set up to visit that place. So if you could reach out to Tim and Faith and somehow arrange a trip for us to come and view it in person, that would be awesome. So let's see who can make that happen.
And when we see him, we'll give him a big hug and be like, yo, Timmy, what's up?
We'll bring them some merch.
All right, from the merch store. Will you bring her yoga pants?
Yes.
All right, maybe some socks.
We crack ourselves up.
All right, that's good enough.
Beanbag.
Let's
Corner of that.
get us out of here. right, we have behind the scenes here, Shauna.
Oh.
Hey, let's do that.
Go.
Ready? Okay, standard pick. What else you got? Why do I always have that in the way? One more. Okay, go ahead.
First we have Shana Acquisto on channel 11. Yes. All right. Now. Okay. Perfect. All right. Then we have second topic as celebrity home tour.
Celebrity home tour. Yeah, I don't really have much for that, but.
Now.
Okay, got it.
Okay, perfect.
And then our word of the day.
Yes, word of the day, real estate, local real estate celebrity. Yep.
Perfect, got her.
Now.
Got her.
Now.
Okay, thank you very much, Omkar.
All right.
Much appreciated. I'll mute this and we'll move on.
I spread my wings, I'm letting go. I go higher, higher. My feet are lifting off the floor. I feel lighter, lighter. I'm hooked on this